Mini episode 1283 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by Sportsology, delivering unconventional columns and webcasts about sports, TV, music, movies, and more. Follow them on the web at sportsology.com.
The FDH Lounge. You want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Hello and welcome to FDH Lounge Mini episode 1283, the weekly FDH football preview show. I'm FDH managing partner Rick Morris here with our fantasy and non-fantasy preview for week 4 of the 2020 NFL season, our 17th year of coverage. Last week we were a whopping 12-4 overall for the second week in a row, no less. 2-1 on the Big Three and 0-1 on the lock, bringing the record to a whopping 33-14-1, 7-2, and 1-2 on the season. Here's our picks this week. Denver +1 over the New York Jets, Arizona -3 over Carolina, Cincinnati -2.5 over Jacksonville, Minnesota +3.5 over Houston, Miami +5.5 over Seattle, the LA Chargers +7 over Tampa Bay, Baltimore -14 over Washington, the LA Rams -13.5 over the New York Giants, New England +7 over Kansas City, Las Vegas +3 over Buffalo, San Francisco -7 over Philadelphia, and Atlanta +7 over Green Bay. For our Big Three, it's Dallas -4.5 over Cleveland, and Indianapolis -2.5 over Chicago. And in the 1,000-star gold-plated lock of the millennium for NFL Week 4, it's New Orleans -3 over Detroit. Pittsburgh and Tennessee are on an unscheduled COVID bye. Now for our fantasy football segment. Remember, we strongly discourage fantasy overmanaging. You don't pull your top guys unless they're hurt or on a bye, period. Don't let the matchups or everything geeks tell you anything different. Here's our list of guys that you go with as long as you're confident that they'll be playing. QB, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and Russell Wilson. Running back, Nick Chubb, Dalvin Cook, Ezekiel Elliott, Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones, Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, and Joe Mixon. Wide receiver, Devontae Adams, Odell Beckham Jr., A.J. Brown, Mike Evans, Kenny Golladay, Chris Godwin, Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins, Julio Jones, Cooper Kupp, DJ Moore, Calvin Ridley, and Michael Thomas. Tight end, Travis Kelce and George Kittle. Remember, our Thursday night game pick and fantasy recommendations are up every week on our Twitter page at the FDH Lounge. Now here's our non-gimme picks for the week. We like 14 QBs. Josh Allen, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Joe Burrow, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Cam Newton, Dak Prescott, Aaron Rodgers, Matt Ryan, Matthew Stafford, and Deshaun Watson. We like 13 running backs. J.K. Dobbins, Kenyon Drake, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Austin Eckler, Melvin Gordon, Todd Gurley, Darrell Henderson, Mark Ingram, Josh Jacobs, David Johnson, Jerick McKinnon, David Montgomery, James Robinson, and Jonathan Taylor. We like 16 wide receivers. Keenan Allen, Robbie Anderson, Tyler Boyd, Marquise Brown, Amari Cooper, Stephon Diggs, Michael Gallup, A.J. Green, Jerry Jeudy, C.D. Lamb, Tyler Lockett, D.K. Metcalf, Devontae Parker, Allen Robinson, Adam Thielen, and Robert Woods. And we like 7 tight ends, Mark Andrews, Zach Ertz, Noah Fant, Mike Gesicki, Hunter Henry, T.J. Hawkinson, Austin Hooper. Thank you for joining us for this week's FDH Football Preview Show.